Chapter 12. 21. Love Comes. Translator, Atlas Studios. Editor, Atlas Studios. Hearing that his brother was arranging for him to claim immortal goo from the treasury, Fang Yuan smiled. In his case, he did not lack immortal goo. Forget about rank 6, immortal goo. Fang Yuan even had many rank 7 immortal goo. As for rank 8, Fang Yuan had attitude goo, years flow like water immortal goo, and wisdom sword immortal goo. Right now, the most important one was attitude goo, wisdom sword. Immortal goo needed rank 8 immortal essence, while years flow like water had a huge drawback of attracting immemorial year beasts. But in terms of numbers, Fang Yuan had more rank 8 immortal goo than Yong. He even had rank 9 wisdom goo. Although, strictly speaking, wisdom goo did not belong to Fang Yuan. Inside Wu Clan's treasury, there were indeed many useful or powerful immortal goo, and there was a high chance that many immortal goo suited Fang Yuan's needs. But deep down, Fang Yuan clearly understood. At this juncture, there was one thing that he needed the most. Dream Realm. As long as he could enter the Dream Realm, Fang Yuan could use Unravel Dream to rapidly raise his attainment levels. When his attainment levels rise, he would be able to annex more immortal apertures. Unlike now, he was restricted by his attainment levels. He could not annex many blessed lands. There were relatively few goo immortals. In a single region, there were merely several hundred goo immortals. Most of them were rank 6, few were rank 7, and rank 8 goo immortals were usually the ones at the peak. Among these goo immortals, Fang Yuan could only annex some of the rank 6 and 7 immortal apertures. And among these, only those which he had suitable attainment levels could be annexed. He could not go to Central Continent. As for the other 4 regions, there were many goo immortals that Fang Yuan could not touch, like those with close relationships to rank 8 goo immortals, or those who were hard to find, or people like Feng Zhouge and Shi Lei. Therefore, at the end of the day, Fang Yuan did not have many immortal apertures to annex. Earlier, he could annex a lot and raise his cultivation level. On one hand, it was Fang Yuan's accumulation. He had killed many goo immortals and obtained a lot of information. But on the other hand, Fang Yuan had sufficient luck. Raising his attainment levels in all the different paths had great benefits for Fang Yuan, and it increased the range of his choices drastically. He would be able to annex even more immortal apertures. Earlier, I annexed immortal apertures and raised my cultivation level from rank 6 to 7. But after reaching rank 7, annexing rank 6 immortal apertures to skip calamities and tribulations has a far smaller effect. My cultivation level is rising at an unavoidably slower speed. But after raising my attainment levels in different paths, my rank 7 cultivation level would start to climb up rapidly again. The speed would not be as fast as before. After all, rank 7 immortal apertures are very rare, but compared to normal cultivation, it is still extremely shocking. Of course, Fang Yuan could not estimate the actual speed, because it depended on the situation. If he was lucky enough, he would be able to annex many rank 7 blessed lands at once. With enough of them, he would rise to rank 8. It was not impossible. This was the power of the sovereign immortal aperture. Spectral Soul had spent 100,000 years, sacrificing Shadow Sect and Zombie Alliance to create this immortal goo. There was good reason for it. For ordinary goo immortals, this cultivation method was impossible. However, there are not many rank 7 blessed lands. Even if I add up all 5 regions, I can forget about advancing to rank 8 for now. Then our Fang Yuan thought about it. The chances of becoming rank 8 immediately were too slim. He had a clear mind. Fang Yuan was not overly greedy. He knew what was important and what was less of a concern. Thus, facing Yong, he said, I do not need to go to the treasury. I know what I want. Oh? Yong was surprised. Next, Fang Yuan said the names of 2 immortal goo. One was rank 6, the other was rank 7. Yong was even more surprised now. He looked at Fang Yuan deeply, having understood what he wanted, but he still pretended to be unaware. These 2 immortal goo are part of the super goo formation. They have been used already to encircle that giant dream realm. Are you sure you want them? Fang Yuan nodded without any hesitation, showing that he had made his decision. In order to create the Super Gu formation and protect the Dream Realm, the Righteous Path forces in southern border had contributed both manpower and resources. Wu clan put in 6 immortal Gu. There was no need to conceal this information. Fang Yuan had learned about it from Chao clan's Gu immortals. As for why he chose these 2 immortal Gu, it was because they were extremely crucial to the operations of the Super Gu formation. One could say, if Fang Yuan became the owner of these immortal Gu, he would have the biggest say in the Super Gu formation. Fang Yuan continued to speak earnestly. Brother, you have been in the clan since you were born. You have the support of Southern Border's strongest super force. But I am different. I grew up in Eastern Sea without anyone's help. I am a lone cultivator. You have never been a lone cultivator. You will not know our pain. Therefore, this time, I thought of coming to Southern Border, to join Wu clan. I do not want to go back to Eastern Sea anymore. I admit that I have my ambitions, but which Gu immortal has no ambition? Brother, I will speak the truth. You are a rank 8 Gu immortal. You have rank 8 immortal Gu. You are the first supreme elder of Wu clan. You live freely in Wu clan. As for me, I came from Eastern Sea. I only have rank 7 cultivation level. I have some transformation path methods. But how can I compete against you? I have never thought of fighting with you. I merely want my cultivation journey to continue. Chao clan has an alliance agreement with me. Therefore, they supported me to come here. I was forced to. Without Chao clan's help, I could not even attend mother's funeral. But I am still a Wu clansman. Wu clan's bloodline flows within me. My mother might have left me when I was a baby, but she had asked me to return in her final days. No matter what she thinks, she is still my birth mother all along. These last few days I have been thinking, the Dream Realm's location is where I want to go. I am willing to leave Wu clan and cultivate there forever. All I want is some support from the clan, so that I would not be without cultivation resources. That way, I will be satisfied. Fang Yuan spoke with sincerely. It was a moving speech. Towards the end, his eyes even turned red. He bowed deeply to Wu Yong. Wu Yong was moved. He left his seat, going towards Fang Yuan and grabbing his shoulders. My brother! He spoke. His voice was trembling. His expression was agitated. You are my younger brother. We have the same mother. I understand your intentions. I understand your hardships. And I am glad that you understand my difficulties. Since that is so, I will agree to your request. Do not forget what you said today. Elder brother, Fang Yuan choked, tears falling down from the corners of his eyes. I will not forget today's words. Brother is granting my wish. I will support you fully. In the future, unless brother agrees, I will not act on my own and step into Wu clan's headquarters at all. I will also not interact with Wu clan's Gu immortals excessively. Wu Yong grabbed Fang Yuan's hands, patting the back of his hands. You will not let me down, and I will not let you down. A moment later, Fang Yuan left the hall. Finally, I can go to the Super Gu formation and openly explore the Dream Realm. The excitement in his heart could not be described to others. Meanwhile, Wu Yong sat down on his seat, having a deep gaze in his eyes. My younger brother knows what's best for him. He is clear of the current situation. Not bad. Not bad indeed. He did not mention the immortal Gu inheritance at all, and even volunteered to leave Wu clan's headquarters. With his absence, I will be able to control the clan as rapidly as possible. The Dream Realm is also very useless. Current methods cannot excavate this mountain of treasures. As long as he guards the Super Gu formation quietly and cultivate in peace without trying to gain authority in Wu clan, so what if I have to give him many more times the cultivation resources he is asking for? The Dream Realm is like this now, but the future is not certain. After all, this is a prophecy regarding Great Dream Immortal Venerable. Hey, speaking of which, my younger brother's ambitions are not small. However, just as he said, who has no ambitions? It is not scary to have ambitions. It is scary if your ambitions are so big you cannot recognize your own limits and do something stupid beyond your abilities. For example, Chao clan, Central Continent, Spirit Affinity House. Xiaolan Yun knelt on the ground like a statue. The house in front of her was shut tight. There was no disturbance. Feng Huang no longer lived here. Xiaolan Yun knew this, but she still continued to kneel here, because she knew that this was her only hope. She had to grab onto it, because other than this, there were no other options. At this moment, Xiaolan Yun's legs were numb. She was so tired she felt dizzy. In her daze, memories of the past surfaced in her mind. There was a grassland with budding wildflowers. This flower is for you, Lady Xiaoyun. They say that women love flowers. Ma Hongyun brought a bunch of flowers with him as he stood in front of Xiaolan Yun, smiling sheepishly. It stinks. Xiaolan Yun covered her nose, saying in disgust, "What flowers did you pick? These smelly fly flowers only grow on top of animal feces. Take them away. Take them away from me." Ma Hongyun was stunned. He answered, "Precisely because they grow on feces, they are big and strong." Xiaolan Yun was rolling her eyes. She stepped on Ma Hongyun's leg angrily. "Get lost, fool! Why are you finding me flowers? You should think of how to please your young master. You idiot!" Ma Hongyun was jumping from the pain. He said meekly, "I wanted to thank you. Thanks for lying for me. Otherwise, I would have been executed for stealing shoes." Scenes of the past faded gradually. Xiaolan Yun returned to the cold hard reality. "Big fool? But what am I doing now? I seem like a fool too, huh? To think that I, Xiaolan Yun, would act so foolishly as well. You always do foolish things, but their results always end up good. I am not you, but this is the only thing that I can do. I am just a normal person." Thinking of this, tears rolled down Xiaolan Yun's eyes. The grief and agony in her heart could not be described with words. At this time, in her blurry vision, she saw rank 9, Love Gu. It was flying in front of Xiaolan Yun.